But don't leave out calling us mean girls when you're headed to the #1 mean girl.
Ooh, are you calling Porsha the #1 mean girl?
She's mean.
Let the mess begin, honey.
It's Justin Diego back with another Bingeworthy video. And today, y'all, we have to talk about how Married to Medicine fans and Atlanta Housewives fans have been seriously going at it ever since Dr. Simone just woke up and decided that she's gonna try and humble Porsha Williams in front of everybody.
It was hilarious.
I always say that I really love Dr. Simone on Married to Medicine. She's adorable, she's smart, she's classy, and her marriage is really good for this show. But y'all, that mouth?
It was a lot.
Andy Cohen had Dr. Simone on Watch What Happens Live on Sunday night, right after one of the latest episodes of Married to Medicine. And her comments about Phaedra's return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta set social media ablaze after Simone took unprovoked shots at Porsha Williams while she was whacking Phaedra Parks.
What did you think of Jackie and Phaedra's conversation?
I think Phaedra gave us an unnecessary and unfit hard time.
I really honestly can't believe that these girls are still that pressed about Phaedra Parks like this. I mean, I know I get a lot of slack for being so team Faye, but are y'all not seeing this impact?
I think she was ready to be back with Porsha, ready to be back as frickin' frack. And so just say that.
Married to Medicine is cute and all, but everybody knows that there are levels to these Bravo shows. And I feel like who wouldn't want to be back on the Atlanta Housewives, where if you're gonna get drugged through the dirt and have to deal with folks finessing your ex-husband coming back onto the show to film with you, it's at least gonna have the possibility of landing you back on another season of The Traitors, or at least something for your troubles.
Just say that, but don't leave out calling us mean girls.
But y'all, when she took a whack at Porsha Williams completely unprovoked, I was like, ooh, Dr. Simone, don't wake these black Twitter streets up like that.
When you're headed to the #1 mean girl.
Ooh, are you calling Porsha the #1 mean girl?
She's mean.
What the fuck does that mean?
And when Andy Cohen clocked it and tried to give her an out to save her from the backlash that was immediately pending from Real Housewives of Atlanta fans, the moment that she brought up Porsha's name like that, Dr. Simone actually stood on business.
She's tried to fight. She snatched Kenya down. You were there.
And I don't understand why it feels like everybody is getting in front of Andy and bringing up Kenya's name all of a sudden.
Well.
But anyways, the last time I checked, Porsha never really ever gave Mean Girl on the show. If anything, Porsha has always been known for letting these girls know, like, don't play with me. You can play with your mammy, but don't play with me. And I think that we know by now that if you do, you're probably gonna catch those hands.
You were there.
Why am I in it?
You cannot argue.
Cannot.
You know.
Yeah.
I understand why the Married to Medicine girls feel some type of way, but I think it's safe to say that most fans of both shows feel like Phaedra's exit from Married to Medicine was both iconic and also justified.
Well, you know, some people can be played with, but I'm not one of them. I don't play with these type of mean girls. So I'm gone.
Because it's obvious that this trip was a scheme that Todd set up to come to her with the BS.
Phaedra, you really want to leave like this, though?
I do.
Dead to me.
Okay.
R.I.P. buried. 무리들이 몰려 온다 사자해라 미리.
You just have to be strong enough to hang out with this group.
And honestly, Phaedra choosing to protect her peace by walking off this show like this honestly sets the bar so high for all of us self-care baddies for the whole 2025.
Some people can be played with, but I'm not one of them.
Phaedra, you really want to leave like this, though?
I do. Okay.
And I was screaming when Andy Cohen saw the opportunity to take the heat off of Porsha and Phaedra, and he took it.
Simone, after hanging out with Sharon in...
Sharon?
No, I'm sorry. Shireen.
Okay.
I always mispronounce it.
No, because Andy, you ain't have to do that girl like that. You know that lady name is not Sharon. Shireen and Sharon does not even sound similar. I felt like that was just so disrespectful, and he just had to take the opportunity to just whack her just a little bit for wasting everybody's time.
It's not for me, but if it's for her, then I'm down for it.
Now, before I get into these shady behind comments, I need y'all to do me a huge, huge, huge favor. I have been nominated in 2 different categories for the 2025 Boss Babe Awards. I am in the running for Boss Babe YouTuber of the Year and Boss Babe Media Personality of the Year. And y'all, I really need your help to try and win both of these right now. I put the link in the video description for you to go and vote right now. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to sign up for anything. You literally just have to click a couple of buttons. It takes just a few seconds, but it would be my first time finally being acknowledged like this, and who knows, it might even encourage me to make more binge-worthy videos about your fave.
Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that.
So vote now and comment, "Let's go Boss Babe," when you're done so that I can show you some love in the comment section. Okay, now let's get into these shady comments because y'all do not play about Porsha talking about. They are the epitome of mean girls. And she was hating on the Real Housewives of Atlanta because Married to Medicine is going down the toilet, exclamation point.
Karma's a bitch.
Before more Black Bravo fans tweeted, "They've had so many fights on Married to Medicine, so what is she talking about?" And Simone, "That's Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly, exclamation point. Never. And more Married to the Mess fans had me wheezing, commenting, "Yes, Simone, a broken clock is right 2 times a day, exclamation point. Porsha is mean and very calculating, just like Phaedra, but Bravo loves them. Hashtag double standards."
And
she's right. Porsha had 4 physical altercations on the show. And I always love when I see people with a brain jumping in saying, "And that makes someone mean, question mark? Wasn't she antagonized, had objects pointed in her face, and she was called a sloozy and a whole lot of other things in all altercations? I think Cynthia kicked her in her pussy first that one time on the boat too."
I'll say a little bit. That's it.
And I love Dr. Simone, but Porsha reacts after being provoked. Immature, maybe, but definitely not mean. Now this other fan is just like me for real, responding, "I don't know what made her say this, exclamation point. Like, what has Porsha ever done to you personally, question mark? It was kind of weird." And now, Dr. Simone, I like you, but Porsha is most definitely going to respond, and I hope you're ready with the crying laughing face emoji. Before another fan clarified, Porsha doesn't ever give mean girl. She gives a, "I'm not going to let someone disrespect me in my face" type of girl.
so?
Comment right now and tell me what you guys think about all this. Do you feel like Porsha Williams really needs to check Dr. Simone for having her name in her mouth like this and low-key trying to ruin her good name? Or do you guys agree with Dr. Simone calling Porsha a mean girl? I also want to know how you guys feel about Phaedra's exit from the show and if you feel like it makes her return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta that much sweeter. Thanks so much for watching this video all the way to the end. Now, I gotta get out of here and finish part 2 of my Bravo collab so that I can drop it before Sunday night's premiere of The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. Thanks again so much for watching. I will see y'all mean girls on the next one. And don't forget to go ahead and vote for me in the Boss State Awards for 2025. The link is in the description, and you already know what to do.
And she like to call me sad